Hello, welcome to the Cover 2 Podcast, Ep.5. I'm Lewis,
I'm Evan.
and we are ready for the week. Good week last week, went to a football game. We'll talk about last week's schedule, the game we play, spread them out, my experience at my game, an upcoming football game we teased a little bit a couple weeks ago, and Evan's got a new little game we're going to play, or not a game, just some.
This is a segment for this week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got a really good schedule we got going on here. I'm excited for this podcast. I'm incredibly excited for the trivia as I have for Louis. But that'll be later in the episode, so stick around for that. And let's start off with last week. First off, Louis went to a game. He went to the Giants-Chargers game. So tell us how it went, Lou.
Yes, we won, which is awesome. And Neighbors got injured, which sucks. But
not just injured.
No, yeah, he's done for the year, and it's an ACL, which it's MetLife. So what do you expect? But I thought it was his shoulder because he jumped, and from where I was up in the 300 section, so pretty high. So he jumped, and it looked like he landed on his shoulder.
For the 300 sections, the seats you sent me still looked really nice.
Yeah, no, it's actually really nice up there. That was my first time in the 300 section, and it was really good.
Right.
Like, I would go there a lot for how cheap those tickets are.
Let's put it this way. My experience with football games is I've been to countless football games. I've been fortunate enough to go to countless football games in my life. And with my experience, and just my experience with most things in life, is I'm a big guy in value. So it's like, at what value do I have for those closer seats? Like, what really does it give me besides like, yeah, it's a little cooler and you like being closer, but what really does it do for you? More the idea is just be there, be with the fans. Like, if you really cared about having good seats, you would stay at home and watch it on TV, right? Yeah. So, like, for me, it's like I'm always a guy in value. I don't care where I am. If I'm just in the experience and it's not a horrible, horrible seat, like, I'm happy. So, like, Louis, he'll always go and spend
too much money,
egregious amounts of money on tickets, and to a point where it makes me sick. And I'm like, and anytime I take him to a game, it's like, let's sit here. And he's like, oh, these seats aren't bad. I'm like, yeah. Like, I got these for
not bad.
I got these for $250 less than what you spent last time. But anyways, continue.
No, so yeah, and also another thing, when you get seats that are higher up and cheaper, the fans care more all the time. So you're up, and we were standing more, we were cheering more. Like, when you get closer and the tickets get more expensive, they're less actual fans that really like the football teams.
It's more New York elite.
Yeah, absolutely. It's especially because of the type of team it is. But a really great game. Our defense held it down really well. It was a really defensive win, realistically, and Jackson Dart didn't have any turnovers. That was kind of the key to the win. Like I was talking about in the first podcast, we were talking about like my expectations for the year and what I wanted to limit. Like, defense be top 10, limit turnovers. And that's what happened, and we beat a good football team. Right. I think the Chargers are a good football team.
Chargers are a top 10 football team.
So totally, it's agree. Like pretty exciting to see that.
Yeah. And you shut down a really good offense, mind you. Like, obviously, the injury to Najee Harris kind of makes them a little one-sided, but all things considering, Omari and Hampton had an incredible game.
Oh, he ran all over us.
He ran all over you.
Work.
But the fact that you let the weakest part of the Chargers offense destroy you and you still out-battled them defensive-wise is crazy. Shutting down Justin Herbert with Ladd McConkey, Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnson, the way he's been able to spread the ball to these different players and how good their offense looks, I mean, you would think, if you told me, hey, Omari and Hampton has a breakout week, but the Giants win, I'd say you're out of your mind, because that opens up Herbert's game to a T. Mm-hmm. It did not.
No, we locked him up. Our secondary actually played pretty well. I mean, Quentin Johnston looked great because he's kind of the guy, but you expect Justin Herbert to be able to make a lot of those throws. And I mean, the whole first half our defense was just great the whole time. Burns looked great. Thibodeau looked great. Thibodeau looks way better this year, and I'm happy to see that. Right. But yeah, no,
overall, really good game to go to the Giants. It was a beautiful day. Mm-hmm. Did you tailgate?
Yeah, I tailgate. We got there at like 11. So and we tailgated for like I went with my dad. It was his second football game. So we went. And we do a walk around the tailgates to see what everyone's doing. It's fun. So we saw where the RVs are and where all the buses are, and there's a ton of people there. And like cornhole, obviously, Pong, and just like a bunch of games that they're playing, and it's really fun to just walk around and vibe.
Yep. Go ahead.
No, the group I went with didn't end up like bringing anything to cook, so we had eaten before anyway. So we had a good time.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, when me and Louis went to our first game together, I was the first person, like me, again, completely different experience. I went to football games since I was a young child.
Mm.
When our family goes to games, we go to games minimum. We are there when the gates open for parking lot. We are there from the second we can be there to the game starts. So we're getting there for a 1:00 game, usually 8 a.m. for a Jets Dolphins game.
Yeah.
And we just tailgate. I mean, when I was a kid, when we once went to a Dolphins Bills game, Thursday Night Football, and the game was at 8:30. We were there by 1. It was on like that.
That's crazy.
My family's unreal when it comes to that stuff. So
That's crazy
so
early.
when we went to our first football game, which was Lions at Giants a few years ago, I was like, yeah, let's get there this time and we'll tailgate. And he had never tailgated before. He's
Correct.
like, wow, this is great. Like, why we usually just show up
yeah.
for the game. I said, what, you just show up for the game?
I almost forgot.
I said, how do you live like that?
I almost forgot that was my first time tailgating.
First time. We had a great time. It was a windy day, but we still had a really fun time.
Yeah, the Falcons-Giants game, we got there at like 11:30 and then walked to the gate and went in.
Yeah, like
we didn't tailgate at all.
Like, I mean, the thing with sports games is obviously you're paying the money to go watch a game, but you can realistically go watch a horrible game. You can watch your team get beat into oblivion. So at least if you have a good tailgate and you throw a football around, you're talking, you're drinking some soda, you're having a fun time. Yeah. It's like, okay, even if I had a bad game, at least the tailgate was so much fun.
Yeah, it makes it more of like a party,
an experience,
an experience.
Exactly.
And like the football game is like the center of it, but there's so much outside of it and around it that you can enjoy that whole time of the day. Yeah.
So overall, it was a really, really great week.
No, I had a really good time. The game was great. Like you said, the weather was perfect. I got sunburnt pretty bad. Yeah, because there was some shade in the beginning, but then the sun rolled.
When I was watching the 1:00 games, because the Lions game got over relative. Like once we got the return punt, I kind of was flipping through games and it looked gorgeous. But yeah, that kind of leads us into our next conversation of the game that we mentioned last week on the podcast. We have now officially bought tickets for. The cheapest seats in the house, so sitting, is $328. And again, do I want to be there? Yes, but for me, it's all about value. I cannot fathom whether it's the best game on planet Earth spending that much money on a ticket. I just can't do it. Whether I'm making $1 million or I'm making $1,000, I can't spend that much money. So we decided to make the conscious decision and go with standing room only. So standing room only is kind of like a section in the stadium where you have to stand. It's pretty self-explanatory. But the nice thing is, like the worst seats in the house are $325. That's all the way at the top, but the 300 sections. Now, mind you, I've been to Ford Field before, so I know there's not a bad seat in the house. But standing room only is right above the first section of seats. So if I had to stand the whole game for a couple hour game, which you do for concerts, you do for everything, and I can be a section away from the field around the 20-30 yard line, I'm okay with that. We are having a bit of concern because we've never had standing room only. We don't know if it's like assigned or if it's just like we know they cap it off. They can't just sell 1 million standing room only seats. That doesn't make any sense. They're going to make it so I'm hoping that they're intelligent enough where they make it so everybody has a view. He's a little more concerned than I am right now, but again, I might do some more research post. We were just starting to talk about it, so I'll probably do some more research as the week goes on to kind of talk. And worse than worse, I always call somebody, hey, how does it work? Right?
Yeah,
I'm very okay with talking to a representative of the stadium. They're got to be willing to.
It's a new thing at Ford Field too. I think they put it in for the playoff game. Did you guys play the Packers in the playoffs a couple years ago? Rams it was.
Rams was the first huge one.
Yeah, so it might have been that one, but they implemented it a couple years ago. Okay, so it's a new thing.
Okay, so that's probably another bit of a concern. But you think when you implement a new thing, obviously there's been a bunch of other stadiums, baseball, football.
Baseball does it a lot.
Baseball does a lot. Yeah. They have really good systems on standing room only where people love it and will actually prefer to do that based on the experience. I'm just hoping that they are using other sources and not just like, hey, let's figure this out ourselves. So.
It looked like they thought it through, and it looks like it makes sense. Okay. So as long as we get there early and we hold our spot, I think we'll be okay.
And the thing is, I'm not as concerned. I think it's going to be very like everybody's kind of on the same page. Like, hey, like the same thing. Like if somebody is standing here and then there's a gap, somebody standing here, be like, hey, do you mind moving over so me and my friend can stand next to each other? I cannot imagine it being a problem. But like I said,
that'll be good.
I'm going to do some more research to hopefully calm our minds a little bit. But
it'll be fine.
Besides that, let's talk quick about the experience. Super excited. So where we live is about 8 hours from Detroit. So I have family about halfway. We're going to stay with them on a Saturday. Wake up pretty early on the Sunday. Drive about 5 hours to Detroit. I already know. I've already been there, so I know exactly where we're going to park because it worked so incredible last time to get out like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I already have the parking space for us.
Yeah.
$20-$30.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that before every home game, Detroit does a street party. So we'll go there, have some refreshments and some snacks at the restaurants there.
Yeah.
And they have a zip line and they have these different pavilions. It's all free and it is an incredible experience.
I'm very excited.
Detroit fans are not mean people. They don't care. Again, besides maybe like Packers, but last time I went with my dad and my uncle who are Dolphin fans, and they were talking at the Storm with everybody. Hey, how you doing? Where are you from? You know, we're glad to have you. We didn't have a single bad experience with it. There was not one mean fan, and that's what I love about my organization. So
very excited.
We are so stoked.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and then we'll drive back, stay over again, and then make our way home. So
yeah.
We'll fill you up with more. That is November 23rd.
Yeah, so that'll be probably. Well, that's gonna be like probably 10. No, it's not 10 weeks away. It's 6 weeks away.
It's about a month and a half. So
okay, yeah, so it's like 6 weeks away. So it'll be like 6 pods away. You'll see.
Yeah, we'll be talking about it. So we ended up buying the standing room only for about $1.90. So
exactly.
So for the little worries we have, I think the $130 difference is going to make it. I just can't imagine they're going to make it so we can't see.
It was pretty much 2 tickets were the cost of 1 ticket in comparison.
Right.
Basically. Because I was looking. The reason it took me so long to buy the tickets because he texted me. He was like, "Let me know when you buy them." I was looking to buy seated tickets.
It just didn't make
sense.
And
I was like, I'm just going to do what you wanted. I'm just going to listen.
You wanted to buy seats?
Yeah, I almost did.
Where you could?
I was very close.
Is it really concerning you that much?
No.
Or just because?
Yes, it was concerning me that much. Yes, but I was.
All right, we'll have to talk more about it then.
It's okay.
We'll talk more about it. It's all good.
It's fine. It did concern me, but then obviously I bought the standing room tickets, so I'm less concerned now. Once I make a decision, either way, I know it'll be fine.
For me, again, so much price wise, it's crazy
for
still spending that much money on a still. It's still in the grand scheme of things, 190 is still an incredible amount for standing room only, especially. So again, I can't imagine they don't have it down by now. With how popular we've been in the last couple of years.
Yeah, we got to be able to see this team in this game, and I think it's going to be good. I mean, I know we're going to lose. I'm pretty confident we're going to lose, but you never know.
I'm hoping for a somewhat exciting game, I guess you say. I hope,
even if it's a
blowout, I would love to go and just be able to cheer with the fans. But it's going to be a great.
The energy, every video I've seen, the energy is crazy in there. So
see, I haven't went to any Lions game, let alone Ford Field, since we've been good, since our last 2-year stretch of good. So again, we're super excited.
It's electric.
I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah.
What's next? Fantasy?
Well, we can talk quickly about last week if there's besides just our 2 games. Quickly, the Lions looked incredible. It appears we're way back into the last 2 season form, so I'm just excited about that.
Oh yeah, you're back.
The games were a bit more exciting. Like I said, his game was good. But again, still a lot of like wet noodle matches. I don't know. It's like I don't know. The Bills being weirdly close.
Yeah, the Bills being weirdly close, but inevitably just pulling away. It didn't really matter. The Saints the Saints aren't that bad of a team. They're not great, but they're not. They are improving. There's some improvement there, which is cool to see. The Buccaneers Eagles game. The
same thing. Like Eagles are way up.
It would have been so cool if there was I think there was just some turnovers that shouldn't have happened.
I mean, they were way ahead. The Bucs make a scare, and then the Eagles do the Eagles thing. It's whatever. But the later games, I can't lie. The later games I thought were really good. The Jaguar Niner game was a really good game. The Colts Ram game was a really good game.
Colts Rams game was really good.
The Bears Raiders game was a really good game. The Packers Cowboys game was incredible. Besides it ending in a tie.
Yeah, that's boring, but it was an incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, the later slate was a lot better. It's weird because now we're filming this on a Friday, so we just couldn't meet up early enough, so we did miss last night's game with the Rams and the Niners playing. But I was going to say how good the Rams look beating a really really hot Colts team. And then they go and lose the game last night as 8.5-point favorites. No Brock Purdy, no Nick Bosa, no George Kittle, no Juwan Jennings, no
wide receivers whatsoever.
And then Kendrick Bourne goes for 10 for 142.
He looks like Odell Beckham out there. He looks great.
I just don't get the Rams. I haven't understood them since they won the Super Bowl. They've always been that team where it's like they can win any game, they can, and they can lose any game. The same year where they beat the Bills in that crazy shootout game. You would have never thought the Rams could win that game. And then you watch them last night and you're like, oh, they're going to destroy the Niners. They lose.
And they were down early. They were down 14-0 early, and they come back to tie it, and then you figure the fumble at the 1-yard line loses them that game. Ultimately, a great play from the defensive tackle there, but I don't know. The 4th and 1 play call towards the end of the game was really, really bad.
McVay admitted that too.
Very questionable.
Yep.
That's not something he ever does. It's most of the time you see that kind of like with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, where they'll do like play action, pass into the flat, just an easy, quick pass that'll get you'll always get that player open in the flat and you'll get a first down.
Yep.
If you want to give it to Kyron Williams to get the first down, a little play action in the flat and he's open.
It just felt like every person in the stadium knew that they were going to Kyron, and they just stopped him again. He had and the thing is, I saw one of our friends text us like group chat. Oh, Kyron lost his like starting spot. Okay, first of all, no, and second of all, Blake Corum fumbled an almost even worse fumble earlier in the game.
Too.
You didn't see it?
No,
it was a pitch. They ran it, mind you, they ran it 5 times straight. This is their 6th run in a row, and it's a play where it's like a halfback crack. So he just Stafford flips it to him. It's rotating. It's off his fingertips. Fumbles it. He tries to jump on it. He doesn't jump on it. Niners get the ball.
He just dropped
Stafford and McVay are like livid. It's a terrible mistake.
He's going to lose the catch. The carries he was gaining and the time he was gaining on the field, he's going to lose that now.
Yep.
He'll have to gain that back. The one game that the Jets game.
Dolphins?
Jets Dolphins. Dolphins won. The Jets they lost that game hard. Like because they fumbled 3 or 4 times. They fumbled the ball and they were turnovers. The Jets absolutely were the better football team in my opinion.
Yep.
And they really like the fumble on a kickoff, a fumble, just so many fumbles. It's just unbelievable to see. And they still almost
and then Dolphins also suffering a heartbreaking
terrible injury for Tyreek. Few terrible injuries this year. And combining that with how the year's been so confusing, it'll just continue to.
It's so weird year. This year I thought this week was a little bit better, but definitely still weird.
The fog is still looming. It's still clearing. We're starting to see kind of
everything's still a little weird.
Yeah.
So last weekend nothing too crazy to report. Again, a lot about his game and finally seeing some excitement besides neighbors getting
but I don't expect this. I didn't expect this year to be good. Yeah. Obviously now after the win against a good team and the neighbors, and it's like still early in the season, you figure maybe, but
it feels like every time you guys have something like to look forward to, like something to be excited about, it's immediately like back down. The same thing, and not to mention he also just traded for neighbors.
Yeah,
so let's go into our fantasy talk now.
Yeah. So now with the neighbors injury, like it's really brutal.
He's in shambles. You're in shambles.
Pretty much, but I'm hopeful, I guess. I don't know. I with the bye weeks coming in, I'm gonna lose this week because I'm playing. So the person who has, I assume, the highest projected total, Spalding's team is awesome.
It's really good.
His team's really good. So, and I didn't play Kendrick Bourne last night, which I guess I should have, but I never was going to be honest. I went through. I chose Darius Slayton instead, which obviously, in hindsight, seems like a terrible decision.
I'm not upset about you choosing Darius Slayton. I'm upset about you choosing Dalton Kincaid over him.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I do. I guess I definitely should have changed it, and I think maybe I just wasn't really paying attention when the day came up, and when the news that Ricky Pearsall was missing, I think that was Thursday morning, maybe. And,
so maybe it was a bit later. You had a rough day.
And my sleep schedule has been all out of whack, and I think if I had woken up earlier and I had seen the news, I might have done it, but there's no excuse. I don't expect to win this week anyway, even if I played him. Obviously, if I lose, I know. I'm going to look and see if the change would have made a difference, just because I always do that. I always like to see how I can be better. And
did I do the best possible lineup and still
you have to look to know what you're doing, because I picked him up. The process of grabbing him off waivers is there, and like. I picked him up.
Well,
that's a great pickup.
The reason I was saying is because I had put in for him and I didn't get him because I wanted to start him over Nick Chubb. So when the game started, and I literally saw him, he had the first catch for that 34 yards.
Yeah, big catch.
And I immediately go to fantasy. I'm like, man, I knew he was gonna have a good night. Like literally just foreshadowing. And I scroll through, and I was like looking for him on a live roster, and I don't see anybody on anybody that started. I'm like, no one started him on a huge bye week. I go, okay, whatever. And then I finally found him in Louis' bench, and I just said, and I texted him, and he was still asleep. I was like, again, not judging, but how do you not start him?
Yeah.
Not to mention, if he has a good starting squad and not a lot of people on bye, that's one thing. But the man starting Slayton, Shakir, and Kincaid, and Laporta.
I get it.
Anyways, let's talk about last week. You lost again, right?
I get it. No, I won last week.
Did you win last week?
Yeah.
Right. You made
Yeah.
did you have a good week?
Yeah, my team had a good week, even with the neighbor's injury and only 4 points. My team had a pretty
Yeah,
decent week.
Scatabo, Swift, Wilson had a good week.
I'm surviving. My team's
Shakir
surviving.
had a good week. Yeah.
Shakir's good, and unfortunately,
Shakir's
still
good.
has no trade value, and I can't trade him whatsoever.
That's the name.
It's so annoying,
Right.
because he is. I know Keon Coleman. Everyone is expecting kind of something, but nothing's happening there, and Shakir is like
Shakir's looks
more
good.
of the guy than
Shakir's looked
anything.
good 3 out of 4 games. So
The targets are lower, I guess, is probably why he's not, and in the name, like you said, but. I don't know. I mean, that's why I guess I'm happy keeping him, because the trade value I could get for him is not what he's valuable on my team.
Yep.
You know. So anyway, yeah. So I won last week, and you won last week. You're undefeated still.
I'm now
Everywhere
4-0.
probably still.
I didn't have as good of a week last week. I think my team only scored
130 or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Some
I had
low score.
Lamar didn't play well, and Chase Brown didn't play well
Mhm.
against a good defense, so I'm kind of okay with that. This week I'm a little bit hurting. I have Bucky and Jackson, who are definitely out. So I ended up starting Stafford last night, who had a good night.
Great start.
I ended up making a trade this week to another desperate, unintelligent league mate of ours. I traded him. Kenneth Gainwell had the incredible week, and I didn't start him, and I still won by $1 million. So that's nice.
Yeah.
I ended up trading Gainwell and Judy for Montgomery.
Gainwell, Judy, and something.
Oh,
else.
Troy Franklin.
And Troy Franklin.
Right. So again, two waivers and Judy, who I'll never play because my wide receiver room is remarkable, for David Montgomery. So now when everybody's healthy, I'll have Lamar, Bucky Irving, Chase Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Tyler Warren, Chris Olave, David Montgomery.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's a good team. It's a good team. It's
but-
you, Spalding, and
And
Morgan
Isaiah.
are the top 3.
Yep.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah, really good teams.
Yep. Yeah. So that's about it for fantasy. I did finally lose on my other league. Everybody busted. I have a good team in that too, but yeah.
Which one? The Yahoo?
The Yahoo, yeah. The one because of the
Dang.
James Conner injury, I played Garrett Wilson. My team is still very good, but Kamara had a bad week. JT had a bad week.
And that's a standard scoring league, isn't it?
Herbert, yeah, it's horrible.
Standard's so annoying.
I will not be doing the league again. I just do it because it's a family league and I feel bad. If I win, I still won't do it again.
Leave on top.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, fantasy was good. I mean, even with the injuries, I'm excited, and I'm probably going to trade Josh Allen.
Yeah, and the thing is, I actually told him this to wrap this up. I was texting him this earlier. I said I was looking at his his starting squad and how horrible his draft was, how miserable his draft was. With the cards he's been dealt, like injury wise, and the horrible draft he did have, he has actually done incredibly well with the cards he's been dealt. Made really good trades. Like you look back, getting rid of Harvey, getting rid of Henderson, getting rid of Ladd McConkey.
Getting rid of Ladd is a
three
big one. I'm
ridiculously
very happy.
terrible players that he drafted in the first 5 rounds that he got rid of for some pretty decent value. The neighbor's injury is absolutely crucial because without that, like honestly, he actually did quite well. Now he has to trade Josh Allen, but like say he doesn't get injured, Josh Allen, Cam Skattebo,
DeAndre Swift.
It would be
Neighbors.
Garrett Wilson, Neighbors, Laporta, and then
Kincaid,
Shakir.
Some combination.
So he'd still be heavily lacking one like flex spot.
Yeah,
but
I want to trade Laporta so bad, but again, I just don't see his value for other. I can't see it.
No, I can't either because a lot of people actually
tight ends this week.
We look at previous years like with fantasy, and the tight end position was so valuable because like usually a couple players like prevailed. Like okay, we had like last year it was Brock Bowers, Trey McBride were just the top 2, and then the year before that it was Mark Andrews, Kelsey, and Kittle. Like there was 3 that were just phenomenal, and then a bunch of really bad players. This year it's like nobody's insane, but nobody's like bad. Like this is the first time in my entire time of playing fantasy where 9 out of 12 teams have a tight end projected 10 or more. Like that's so
never happens.
Uncommon. We have Warren, you have McBride, you have Bowers, you have like Kelsey kind of.
Hawkinson.
You have Laporta, Hawkinson. Like the list goes on.
Kincaid's getting there. He's still under projected.
100%.
I think they target him in the red zone a lot. That's why I haven't traded him.
So
and nobody wants him. But tight ends are hard to trade now, like you just said. There's so much. Our league mates are learning that you can kind of find tight ends and flex them, and they're not really that important to have. Like, I mean, a super stud is important, but otherwise, it's like
and there's none of those right now, so that value kind of goes away. So yeah, Josh Allen's going to be the next trade. I say again, I would still focus on our 2 league mates who have Kyler and Love as they're starting. But again, that's my advice.
Yep.
But not that it matters. I'm 4-0, so what do I know, right?
No, we'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, we'll end our fantasy there, and we'll move on to our next one, our game, our spread them out.
Perfect.
So this week, I unfortunately took the L. I was pretty
Victory.
horrible this week. I was
Victory.
I was bad. So let's see
Yeah.
where I'm at. Okay, week 2. I mean, you heard our picks last week, but quick reminder: I'll just tell you the ones I got right, and the rest I got wrong.
Mhm.
So the ones I got right: Seahawks covered 1.5, Bears Bears plus 1.5 hit.
Mhm.
The over for the Jets and Dolphins game, 44.5 hit, and then that's all the points I really got. Everything else was horrible: offense, defense, all the fantasy. My golden lock, it was just bad. So I got 6 points. Louis ended up beating me with an 8.5, even with heavily loading up on the
Packers,
yeah,
win.
so-
And so the I got the Bears as my silver spread, so I got 2 points there. I had the Packers offense, which we decided to do 1.5 points because they tied with the Cowboys.
They were second and third.
Then I had Broncos defense, which was second, so I got 2 points there.
That's a good pickup.
And then over under for Packers Cowboys hit.
Yep.
Obviously,
Yeah.
so I got 3 points there. Yep.
So yeah, he took it. So we are now 1-1, and we move on to our third week, the 5th week of the season, our third week of playing this game. So if you want to start it off, and I'll follow, Lou.
Yeah, no problem. So for my gold spread this week, I have Giants plus 2.5 against the Saints.
I really actually like that. I did not do that, but I really do enjoy that. I did Colts minus 6.5 against the Raiders.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna have a nice bounce back game. I think they're gonna abuse a pretty bad defense besides the defensive line. Like obviously Crosby's quite good and he can cause some havoc. But
Definitely.
what I think the reason why they're gonna cover 6.5 is with how quick Daniel Jones has been at getting the ball out of there. I think that Crosby will have less of an impact, and with how good their run game is.
And their offensive line's solid.
Correct.
So I mean, Crosby's great, but they can double team.
With a good run game, he's going to have to hesitate a little bit, and Daniel Jones has been getting rid of the ball quick. So I think they cover 6.5, and Geno Smith looks
terrible.
Looks horrid.
He looks so
awful.
bad.
4-3.
So bad.
He doesn't matter.
He
He's
looks
bad.
really bad.
Yep.
They made a mistake.
So on to the silver.
Oh yeah. So silver, I have Dallas minus 1.5 against the Jets.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a high scoring game, and I do think it's going to be close, but because it's a tight line, I think actually that one could go either way. But
you're essentially just picking a winner, essentially. Yeah. And the reason I don't like that is because I think it could go either way. It could go either way. Toss up. And I do like the over under for that game. I didn't choose it, but my silver spread was Chiefs minus 3.5 against the Jaguars. I feel as though it's absolutely free. Yeah. I think they've got a few more players coming out of injury. They're starting to get more in sync. They absolutely torched the Ravens.
Yeah.
And, I think the Jaguars are not a good team.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think they cover 3.5. I think it'll be closer than you think, though.
I think they'll win by 10.
Okay.
I think it's not. I don't think it's high scoring because the Chiefs defense is good. I think it's like 27-17.
I can see Trevor Lawrence kind of making mistakes.
Yeah, 100%.
So, all right, sounds good. I have my bronze spread. I have minus 9.5 Lions.
I also have the same exact thing. Always have a homer pick. That would be the Lions minus 9.5.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lock. I mean, they're gonna cook them against the Bengals.
I'm so excited to tell you my fantasy people.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll follow you. Yeah.
All right. So my quarterback this week, I have Justin Fields.
You're so lame. I also have Justin Fields.
Yes.
You're so lame.
He looks great.
It'll be a good week for him,
especially
with Lamar being out and Allen being against the Patriots. Not that he can't do phenomenal against them, but again, he looks incredible, but like fantasy wise, nothing like too crazy.
He's the number one quarterback.
Is he still?
Yeah. Oh, maybe not after the. He was after the last week.
I guess for me, I guess he's not doing incredible, but for being like a second or third round draft pick, like you would expect him to prevail and be doing those high 20-point games, and he's still like mid to low 20s, which is great. But I don't know, he's just kind of dull.
Yeah, no, I understand. I feel like more value of trading him than keeping him on my team because the points I lose putting Dak Prescott in there weekly wouldn't be that bad.
Bingo.
So
we always talk about with value.
Yeah. So running back, I have Jahmyr Gibbs this week.
Really good pick.
Yeah.
The only reason I say I wouldn't do that, I actually saw this weird report. David Montgomery's first time playing in Cincinnati ever in his career, and he went not to high school, he went to college there. So it's his first time returning, and he talked about, and just in a recent interview, about how big his emotions are. I see a lot of Lions social media. So he's like, I am stoked to be back here. And we saw with the great Browns defense, Jahmyr Gibbs looks so incredible because he's so explosive. But we saw how great Montgomery was against a terrible run defense with the Ravens, which the Bengals are. So I think I think he's going to have a bigger week this week. And not that Jahmyr Gibbs isn't going to be incredible, but maybe not as incredible.
Okay. Yeah, I hope so, because maybe I have a chance to win this week in fantasy.
You definitely don't. Right. I went with, again, third week in a row of going Jonathan Taylor.
It's a solid pick.
Against the Raiders.
Yeah.
He's Jonathan Taylor. I didn't pick him the 1 week. He's the first. And I said I was going to pick him. Then I pick him. He's a horrible week.
You're chasing.
I'm going with him again.
He's chasing. No, I like it. My wide receiver, I have JSN this week.
Okay.
Yeah, against so the Seahawks against the
yeah, I'll help you. Hold on. Cut this out.
Yeah, but JSN's looked good. Obviously, last week I think he was okay. But they played. I'm really bad at remembering right now.
They play the Bucs.
They play the Bucs. Okay, yeah. So I have JSN in a game, Seahawks against the Buccaneers, which again I think it's going to be another high scoring game. Yep. And that's kind of most of these picks are chasing those high scoring offenses that I think are going to do good.
My best wide receiver for the week, I had Jalen Waddle against the Panthers.
It's like he was my second choice.
Was he actually?
Great pick. Yes, that's a really good pick.
That's such a sleeper. I love that pick. He's not projected high. He's only projected I think high 13s, low 14s.
Doesn't matter.
I think he's gonna explode.
He's gonna. That's a good pick. I like that a lot.
I also like that a lot.
So over under, I have the Cowboys Jets over, which you mentioned earlier. Yep. That was good, even though it's at 48.5 as of recording, which is high. Obviously, that might be the highest on the week,
probably
maybe, but yeah, I just think it's going to be a really high scoring game. Both defenses are not good, and both offenses can score.
It's the third highest behind Lions, Bengals, and Bills, Patriots.
That makes sense.
For my over under, I have the first under we've taken Texans Ravens under 40.5.
Texans Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah.
The Texans have a pretty good defense, and Lamar's not playing, and the Ravens should have a better defense, and the Texans offense just looks absolutely abysmal with how terrible their O-line is. Yeah. I'm thinking a 2017 game. So I think it's still going to be close, but I think the under does hit.
Yeah. The other over-under I was thinking of was the Browns-Vikings game. It's just a really low over-under. It's at almost 38.5.
It's almost 36.5.
36. Like that is
too uncomfortable.
If it was at 38.5, or if it was at 40, I'm taking the under all day. I'm slamming it, but Vegas knows what they're talking about.
I do like the under for that game for the Texans Ravens, so I went with that one.
Perfect. Yeah. So offense, I have the Lions offense.
Same.
Week. Yeah.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, and then defense, I have the Vikings.
I have the Vikings as well.
Yeah, because Dylan Gabriel, rookie quarterback,
on a short week in
London.
Yeah. I mean, it's setting up for a 6 to 10 game. It could be the most dull game.
Like the Falcons Jags a few years back when it was. Who was that quarterback? You remember? He was the Cincinnati guy. I can't remember his name.
Desmond Ridder.
Thank you. With when they had Desmond Ridder at quarterback. Yeah.
It seems historically true that when they go to play in London, it's low scoring, and it's just. They usually send bad teams over there. They like to be selfish and keep the good games in the U.S. So.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
there was a good game last week though. We didn't talk about was it in Ireland, in Dublin?
Oh yeah, with the Steelers Vikings game.
That was a pretty good game.
That was a decent game. Yeah, with two okay teams. That was Steelers Vikings. So Vikings back to back are. Oh my God, they're doing international traveling.
Yeah, it was Steelers Vikings. Yeah, they're still over there. Huh? I wonder if they stayed or not.
Had to have.
You must have.
It's
only a week. Yeah, just go to London.
They probably flew right there and just use their practice facilities.
Yep. All right, word.
Yeah.
All right, so next
is trivia.
Trivia. Okay.
I'm so excited for my trivia.
Okay.
I'll start you off with an easy one, and then we'll work into the harder ones. Okay, so the first trivia I had is, can you simply tell me the last... We'll go back. See if you can do this by year as well, because this is an easier one. Just tell me MVPs. As far back as you can go.
Okay.
Give me a year, tell me the MVP.
All right, so Josh Allen was last year.
Correct, 2024.
No offense to Josh Allen, but it should have been Lamar Jackson. We talked about that on draft night. We were texting back and forth how it made no sense.
100% should have been Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, yeah. Which Lamar Jackson was the previous winner. So that was Lamar. And then so 2022. Okay, so this is where we already get hazy.
I give him an easy one, I thought.
We already get hazy.
There are going to be some repeats. So if you give me one.
He didn't win back to back.
If you can give me one for one correct, I might give you a couple others.
So did Lamar win it in 2019?
Yeah, so Lamar did
Okay.
win in
It
2019.
was
Good job.
2019. Okay. Josh Allen.
We can go back to
Lamar.
like wherever you're comfortable.
Jeez.
We'll go back to the last position player that won it, which was in 2012. Do you know who the last position player to win it was?
The last position player?
Yeah, like
2012. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, skill position.
2012.
Oh, it was Adrian Peterson.
Correct.
Yeah,
So there's
because
2012 is Peterson.
that was the year he came off of the ACL tear.
Yep. If
Or
you
the
want to,
Achilles
if you
tear.
want to go from there, it gets a little deep. I'm sure there's a couple that have like their standout years where it makes sense, and then the other ones are just like they're just good quarterbacks.
2016 was Matt Ryan.
Yep.
Okay. Because it should have been Drew Brees that year. Nobody else will probably agree with me on that one, but Drew Brees should have won the MVP. It's just the Falcons were like, I think they had the best record in the NFL, and Matt Ryan's fine.
13,
I might be a Matt Ryan hater. I don't like Matt Ryan. I think he's
I'm also not a huge
pretty
fan.
mid quarterback.
Coming from an Eli fan.
I didn't say. I didn't say Eli should have won the MVP. I said Drew Brees should have. So Josh Allen, Lamar. Was it Mahomes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
22.
Mahomes in 22. Was it because Lamar's got 3, right?
Nope.
No,
2.
he's only got 2.
Should have 3.
I thought he had 3. Mahomes. I know Mahomes got a couple.
Mahomes has 2.
2. Was it Mahomes in 2020?
Nope.
So it was Mahomes in 2018.
Correct.
Okay. Mahomes in 2018. 2012 was AP.
Mm-hmm.
Geez. Oh, goodness.
2015 stands out to me. Let's see if you can figure out that one. 2015.
Is it surprising? Is it
no. It was this guy's it was this guy's year. Like he just had a phenomenal quarterbacking year.
Well, I was going to say Tom Brady, but
Tom Brady is
on the list.
Is on the list, and he's only on this list once from 2012.
Was he 2013 then?
No, 2017. Tom
2017
Brady is.
It was?
Yep. I'll just give you that one.
Okay.
I think those years do get a little hazy.
Thank you.
When he was making all the Super Bowl appearances.
So you said 2015 was like his
it
year.
was this guy's year. Oh yeah.
I remember you saying this last time.
Yep.
About something. It's probably
with Michael Thomas
last time. Michael Thomas.
This year was just. I mean, he best record in the league, Super Bowl appearance, infamous like touchdown celebration. Cam Newton. Yeah.
Yeah, Cam. Rightfully deserved. Right. He was dominant.
Yeah. Very unanimous. I don't know if it was unanimous.
It wasn't, but
it should have been.
It should have been. He was 15-1.
The 15-1 Super Bowl appearance. Oh yeah, the dab used to.
Yeah, the dab, the Superman Sully. Yeah.
So 2014, 2020, and 21 are all the same person. 2020 and 2021 went back to back, so it's very recent.
Yeah, duh. Rodgers.
Yep.
Rodgers.
Yep.
Okay.
Who also won it in 2011?
Yeah, he's
phenomenal.
Rodgers. I almost forgot about Rodgers. 2013.
That's the only one. It's another historically incredible quarterback.
Peyton?
Yeah, Peyton.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's an easy one to start off. Now here's the one I'm most excited for. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 names on the board. Okay.
Okay.
Can you name me every player that Eli Manning has thrown at least 5 touchdown passes to?
Hakeem Nicks.
Correct. He has 26.
Odell,
44.
Hakeem Nicks, Odell.
12 names on the board.
Cruz
is number 4, 25. So you're missing 2, and then obviously everybody else.
Saquon? Did he
not
he didn't throw? It's got to be close.
Did not throw. It's at least 5. So he has. Obviously.
He's probably got like 4.
But I only did 5 just to limit the names.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, Hakeem, Odell, Cruz. Is Boss on there?
Yes, Kevin Boss.
Okay. Is Shockey on there?
He is on there.
Okay.
Jeremy Shockey is 19. Has 19. So one above Boss. Some of these, I've heard. As a Giant fan, you should know these, but some of these names are absolutely wild to me.
Shepard, Sterling Shepard, or no?
I don't believe so. I don't think they crossed over enough. Nope, not Shepard.
Huh. Okay.
Blind. Nope.
Evan Engram.
Nope.
We stunk.
Yeah.
We were really bad.
You guys struggled for a while. Some of these names are just crazy too. Like there's no normal names in this list. Like
you
as in like if I was to let's say my job was a teacher, like if I saw some of these names in my class, I'd be like, what the heck are these names? But anyways, continue.
I'm blanking right now. It's pissing me off. Plexico Burress. Okay.
Plexico Burress is number 2.
Jeez, that one took too long. There's probably some from like when he was drafted, I think 03 to like 2008 that I probably won't get.
That's fine.
To be
Just
honest.
get however many you're comfortable with. If there's some names that I don't like, I can't give you hints on these guys. I don't know them.
No. There's no way Manningham's there.
Mario Manningham is 18.
He is. He did throw a lot. Wow, he was great for us.
So yep, Manningham.
was
He did very well for you. I never heard of the guy, but
You've never heard of him?
no,
Actually. And
Mario Manning.
In 2011 Super Bowl, it was we were final drive to take the lead, sideline catch.
Yeah, okay, that was Manningham. Okay, so maybe I had that.
Double covered, perfect pass.
These names are okay. I've heard of one. I've heard of two of these names. You had to think tight ends too, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's the because I have Boss and I have Engram, and they were tight ends.
Yep.
Or not Engram, Boss and Shockey. Sorry.
I think this guy's a tight end.
And did he throw 5 to Golden Tate?
Nope.
Okay, I didn't think so, but I guessed it, so I did.
Okay. How many names do you have again?
I have 7 now.
Okay, so you're doing pretty good.
Steve Smith.
Yeah, that's Steve Smith's on the list.
Cool.
Yep. So we have 8 now.
He was my first jersey. He
was your first ever jersey.
Yeah, he caught one pass in the first Super Bowl I saw. I think he only had 1 reception, and it was for a first down in like maybe early fourth quarter. And I was like, that was a great catch. I want that guy.
Steve Smith, but it's not the same Steve that sounds like.
No, it's not the great Steve Smith.
Like the ones on like the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers and the Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah. Sorry, the Panthers and the Ravens. Yeah, he was great for the Panthers and the Ravens. Not him, different guy.
That's really funny.
Same name, different.
I would have totally thought they were the same guy. I was like, I had no idea he played for the Giants.
Yeah, you would have.
Anyways, how many do we have? 8 right now.
Yeah, I have 8.
Do you want to start giving me hints or no?
David Tyree. No.
Nope.
I didn't think so because he was never good, and then he was great in the one catch in the Super Bowl.
Like the guys you don't have yet. Okay, besides you don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the list. Again, he could be early. His first name is a sandwich. I think.
Ruben?
Yeah.
No idea who it is.
How do you know?
Is it Ruben Foster?
No, Ruben Randall.
Yeah, see, that's a name I've never heard
he had 20
in my life. I apologize for other Giants fans, but that's got to be early.
Early
in his
we could look it up, but okay, the next one.
Ruben Foster's a player. That's why I got Ruben.
Ruben's pretty funny. I'm surprised you got it. Okay, another one is a tight end. I feel like he was a tight end for either the Saints or like the Seahawks. His first name is Martellus.
Is it Martellus Bryant?
No, Martellus Bennett.
Martellus Bennett.
Wasn't he a tight end?
Yes.
I can look him up.
Yes,
quick.
No, he's a tight end. You're right.
Did he also play for the other two teams?
Actually, look it up. That might be a totally different player.
Really?
It could be a totally different.
Martellus Bennett was a tight end.
Okay, you're right.
No, wait. Yep, tight end for.
I think you're right, Ben. Saints, maybe.
What team did he play for? He played for the Dallas Cowboys, Chicago Bears, England. No, I was totally wrong. He looks like this though.
There's Martavis Bryant. Oh yeah, it's the other Bennett's brother.
So what's his brother's name?
Is it Martavius Bryant?
I don't know. Let's look it up.
He was the defensive end for the Seahawks forever. Maybe
is that who it is?
Yeah, Martavis.
Okay, I don't know.
Martavis Bennett?
No, Michael Bennett.
It's just Michael. Okay.
He was for the Seahawks. Yep.
Yeah, he was the defense. He won the Super Bowl with them, and then he went to the Patriots and won the Super Bowl with them. I think.
Yep. Seahawks, Eagles, Patriots, Cowboys, Bucks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
Anyway, so yes.
So Martellus Bryant, I didn't even know he played for us.
He only got 5.
Okay, yeah. So we have one more now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, I see the 2 you're missing.
I have 2 more.
One dude's first name is Dominic.
Oh man, it's I don't know.
Dominic Hickson is his name.
Yeah,
another early guy.
I should have known that one.
You should have known that one?
I remember him now.
Because
it was Hickson and Hicks.
Yep.
Where they were in the first Super Bowl.
Yep, I know Hicks, obviously.
Hakeem. Or Nix and Hickson. And I would always say Hicks and Nixon. I would always mix them up.
And then Amani Toomer.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I should have known that.
No, I get it.
You don't know how embarrassing that is for me, but that I should. Amani
Toomer, you should have gotten.
That's
See, I'd
embarrassing.
be curious if I could do like Stafford for
Amani
this list.
Toomer is embarrassing.
Like, can you think of all the guys that Stafford's done 5-2? That's got to be a surreal list. I mean, you almost have to bump for like
That's
7
got to
or
be
8.
a crazy list.
You have to look it up.
Amani Toomer and then Nick Hickson, not Nixon. I still do it to this day.
Yep.
Hickson, Amani Toomer. I can't believe I didn't get. The only one I'm mad I didn't guess was Amani Toomer.
Yeah.
Hickson's whatever.
Okay.
But
See, I don't know this.
Amani Toomer is like because he was good for us. Anyway, thank you. That was really nice.
That's a fun one. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll do our last trivia and then we'll wrap it up with our last topic. Hi guys, we're back. Obviously, knowing Louis, he did not prepare a trivia for me, even though this is his idea for this podcast. So again, typical Lou, coming unprepared. But I did find a site where we can play a game like where we can play together and we can type in every single player that Stafford has ever thrown a passing touchdown to. So the list is 62 players. Some of these names are going to be unbelievably egregious.
There's no way we're getting
but
every
like
single one.
we're gonna see how many we can do because Stafford has a deep
Does it
bag.
count Pro Bowls? I'm kidding. Anyway.
I don't know that.
I hope not. Tyreek Hill.
I went through game by game on Pro Football. Only regular season counts.
Okay, good.
Good. Here we go. We have 15 minutes, so this will be a lot of editing.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with what I know. We'll go back and forth. Calvin Johnson, easy start one.
Yep.
Good.
Kenny Galladay.
Kenny.
I think you can just type in the last name and it might.
Galladay. How do you spell Galladay?
Golladay.
Golladay. Good. Joe, let's see if you can just do. Yep, you can just do. T.Y. Jones and Marvin Jones. So any name, it does double. Okay, so I knew Marvin Jones. I didn't know T.Y. or T.J. Jones. I wouldn't have got.
I don't even know who that is.
Don't either. But he had 4.
Great, good job, buddy. Pettigrew, you could type in. You were right on that.
Yeah, he had 4.
Pettigrew.
Good. Pettigrew. That's an old tight end, by the way. Incredible player. I loved him. Nate Burleson.
There's gonna be so many.
Burleson. This is already deep in the bag.
What was the running back that you guys drafted that was supposed to be great?
Kerryon Johnson.
And maybe Johnson's probably got to be.
And there was a Bryant Johnson that also came.
Brian Johnson. Don't know who that is.
But Kerryon Johnson is on there, and Andy Jones also popped up.
Andy Jones. Don't know who that is.
That's another one we only got because this. We'll do Tutu Atwell.
Yeah.
We'll do Devontae Adams.
Cup.
Oh wait, Devontae Adams doesn't have one yet, does he?
So this is not an updated list then.
It is.
He had one literally
2024 to present. Oh, so maybe not fully updated. You're right. So last year.
It's last year. It's not. Yeah.
Higbee. There's so many tight ends. Hawkinson.
Reynolds didn't cross over, right? He was in the trade with.
No, Reynolds I don't think crossed over.
No, he was in the trade with Goff.
Who did cross over though? Who else was our running back at those times? I wonder if LeGarrette Blount ever got one. Nope. Who else? We had Reggie Bush for a while.
Oh yeah, Reggie Bush had to.
We had Theo Riddick for a while.
There you go.
We had Amir Abdullah for a while.
Abdullah, there it is. Yeah.
Abdullah. Yep. I'm a big Stafford guy.
Did you do Jones for Marvin Jones?
Yep, I did Marvin Jones. I did. We could do. What's his name?
David Robinson or Demarcus
Robinson. And Allen Robinson, which we would have gotten there for that one.
Yeah, Higbee.
I already wrote Higbee. Nakua. Nacua. Good. We can do Kyron Williams. Will I Ams. I was seeing if they got anybody else, which it did not.
Okay. Robert Woods.
Woods, good. Also with that goes Van Jefferson. Jefferson. Okay. I just got to keep thinking. Who was around the Brandon Pettigrew time? We had an Eric Ebron.
Oh my gosh. Dude, remember the one year he had with the Steelers like 3 years ago?
So good.
We just dominated.
Who else did we have for a while there? Let's just go through. We had Golden Tate. We had... I'm trying to think like who was playing alongside. Did he ever throw into Anquan Bolden?
Had to have.
He did. God, some of these players are just so quick now.
It's you got to think of it's literally
Javad Best.
Yeah, you could name
Javid Best.
Javid. Yeah, you could name any player.
Joik Bell.
See, these are great. Those are great polls. I love these polls because I remember the players. I'm just never gonna.
I watched a lot of
Joik
Lions.
Joik Bell. That's a good poll.
Think Rams though. There's got to be more with the Rams. He had Odell.
Yeah,
back
Super Bowl.
him.
Well, only regular season counts, but he did. Man,
there's still a couple more missing.
Robinson. Odell.
You think Corum has one from him?
No.
Oh, nope.
They would have had one last year, but I don't think it was a passing. You typed it in though.
Yeah, I did. We got 28 right now, which is actually I'm pretty
That's
impressed.
Great,
with
good
that.
job. Which like 5 of them are Joneses. We don't know. Not 5.
A couple more, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get dry.
Now we're hazy.
It's gonna get dry quick.
Now it's hazy. I mean, you've gotten most of them. I think I've gotten like 2.
Like
backup tight end on the Rams? No idea. You know,
right.
There's got to be one that caught one, like Parkinson, but he wasn't on that team. I think Colby Parkinson, but I don't think he was on.
Good pull, Colby Parkinson.
Okay,
one.
I think he was on the.
Well, like you said, that's why I wanted to do 5. We couldn't find 5 because like the ones are just so like there's so many guys with the 1 that we're just never gonna get.
It's 68.
Never ever we're gonna get.
Like
I'm already looking through. There's not one. Okay, let me go through quick. Let's see. Okay, 1 1 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 3 1 1 4 1 3 1 2 3 1 1 2 8. Okay, here's the only one that's been over 5 that I haven't gotten so far, and then 9 way back in the day with with Kelvin Johnson days. Mm-hmm. So there's only 3 that 3 or 4 that we missed that would have been 5 over they would have cut all these names. So we would have had, and even the ones that got with the other last names, they were all also under 5. So it's like I'm not going to get these guys, and I there's a few names I could probably think of, but it's like I don't really care enough. But I am happy with some of the ones I've gotten so far, like 09 to 12 tight end. I just started watching the game.
I'm gonna have no idea.
No, none.
No idea. I can picture the player.
I'm trying to think the other year, like the year he won was Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson. Okay, so we'll just do this, and we'll do give up, and I'll look at who. Okay, let's see if I can go through these names. Okay, like so far I get nothing. Like I wouldn't have got that name. Mm-hmm. Kevin Smith, like no.
Geez, Kevin Smith,
right,
the whitest guy ever.
Right. Lance Moore. I guess
no
maybe.
Clue.
Yeah, most of these names I just never heard of. He did throw one to Taylor Decker. That's pretty funny. Danny Amendola, I could have gotten that.
When?
DeAndre Swift, that I should have gotten. Yeah, that's a fair one. But again, he still didn't even have 5 to him.
When was Dan? So, what team was he on? The Rams or the Lions? Amendola.
Was on the Lions. Yes, yeah, we had him. I do know that for a fact. I remember that time. Sony Michel, Darrell Henderson. Remember when he had him? Yes, Ben Skoranek. We could have gotten that one.
Yeah, Darrell Henderson. Because he was.
But like Quintez Cephas, I could remember. But besides that, I got all the names that I was pretty confident on.
Darrell Henderson got me a good trade value.
Yeah,
I remember him. That was good.
But anyways, yeah. So good list. Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh! But he was electric for like 3 weeks.
Yes, he was. So,
cool,
Derek. You're gonna have some editing to do, but yeah. So to wrap it up, we were talking about how poverty both of our teams, like our franchises, are. Obviously, he has a couple Super Bowls. He had his years of good. Mm-hmm. Besides these last 2 years for Lions, and back to Barry Sanders days. So at least the days that I've been watching, they've been poverty up to these last couple of years. So we're thinking about our 3 most heartbreaking games. Mm-hmm. So mine ranked 3 most heartbreaking games.
Already ranked.
The NFC Championship game against the Niners, last year against the Commanders, and the just personal experience, the Thursday night football game, Hail Mary, Miracle in Motortown game with Aaron Rodgers. That game, like I've been upset over games. I literally, when I was like 10 years old when it happened, I literally sobbed when they won that game. I could not believe it. I hated the Packers. I still remember specifically to this day, we were playing so good against him, mm-hmm. and that's how it ends. And
it's a really good game.
We end up getting a terrible face mask call on a lateral play mm-hmm. to give them one more shot, and that's when he gets the Hail Mary. It wasn't even at the end of regulation. It was a 0-second play the Hail Mary was.
Yeah, I remember because I was rooting for the Packers that day.
Of course you were.
Because my mom's a Packers fan.
See, I didn't even know Louis at the time. No. He was already a bad person.
It's so it's just funny because that moment you hated it and we were cheering. It was one of the greatest moments I've
Like
seen.
you got to be on berserk.
It
As
was
a
so
Packer
cool.
fan, probably
It
one of
was
the best games
it was a
ever.
really great game.
So
What a
we've
great
never,
finish.
in my history of Lions, we've never had a game where it's like we won on a miracle like that. Not that I can remember. Like not like we've
Yeah.
had some last second plays,
Yeah.
some Stafford magic, but no
Mhm.
like Hail Mary, anything like lateral berserk like that.
The fake spike's the only one I can remember where like the fake spike to Calvin.
Yes.
That one where I think he was collarbone was busted. No,
I think
different
that was
games.
against the Packers, or not
Different
Packers,
games.
Cowboys, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
So my worst three are more obscure list, I'd say. So the first one is I'm blanking. Okay, the one I can remember was the loss to the Packers in the playoffs in 2016 was pretty terrible because I kind of knew it was going to be. It was like the end of Eli. Like it was his last chance. I didn't think we were going to win a Super Bowl,
but it still hurts.
But it was his last chance, and we like played pretty well. Eli was playing really well, but OBJ couldn't catch anything. It was the whole Miami fiasco where they all went to Miami and partied before, like a week before. Then the next one is probably the time where we had like two QB sneaks on second and third down on our own like 5-yard line.
Like when you guys had 8 fans in the whole stadium and everybody's just booing.
It was booing. It was so
it
terrible.
Like you had no hope.
Joe Judge was the head coach at the time. It was the quarterback. We drafted him out of Georgia, 5th-round pick, the QB before Stetson Bennett, and he was terrible. And we ran 2 quarterback sneaks down like a billion on our own 5-yard line.
It was so laughable.
It was the most embarrassing moment I've ever been a part of. I watched the full game. I watched that whole game.
You guys were an embarrassing team at that point.
Anyway, that was terrible. And then I guess the other one I'm going to say is probably when Eli was benched for Geno Smith because Bob McAdoo was our offensive line as been, or Ben McAdoo.
No,
Bob
it's Bob. I think it's Bob, but I remember
so
him.
Oh my gosh, it was just he ended. Basically, the reason it matters is because he had an Iron Man streak going of consecutive starts, and he was gonna pass Peyton soon, his brother, which is the only thing that mattered to me, just because we always like to see him be better than Peyton, even though he obviously was not.
Nowhere near.
So he had like 3 or 4 games left, and it's Geno Smith, man. Like at the time, even now, whatever,
arguably,
but at the time, Geno's like the last guy you would have. He's coming off his Jets tenure that was terrible, and just the last guy you'd expect it. And he threw, I think he threw 4 interceptions or 3 interceptions that game.
So just like last,
it didn't matter.
So just like last game,
it didn't matter. We benched him, and he threw 3 interceptions, and they put Eli right back in. It was the most embarrassing, second most embarrassing part. I hated it. I hated it so much.
Those are the 3 worst for Louis.
I don't know.
Out of a whole sea of embarrassing games.
It pisses me off. There's probably more that like that made me so mad because then it was like, oh, his Iron Man streaks now done. Now we can get rid of him. And it was like that made me so angry.
That was the only thing they're holding on to.
Yeah, because then it was like, oh, it's Eli's fault. Daniel Jones comes in, has 1 good game against the Buccaneers, and then we still sucked that year. And then Daniel Jones did good 1 more year, and 1 playoff game he played good. And we paid him $40 million a year, and he stinks. And I don't care. He's going to stink. The Colts are going to suck. I hate Daniel Jones.
MVP Daniel Jones here, and
he sucks.
And the Giants are the problem. The Giants are the problem. It's not the players. So you really got it bad. Why are you a diehard Giants fan?
I hate Daniel Jones so much. I hate him.
Yeah, remember when you had drafted
him? I don't even hate him.
No, you hate him.
I hate him because of who he is on our team. I hate him because of why the team trusted him. There was no reason.
They really wasted 7 years on this earth. 7 years as a franchise.
You could. I'm putting an honorable mention. Me and my dad are sitting on the couch watching our top 6 draft pick, which is one we hadn't had in a while. We hadn't had a top pick in a while at that point. This was like after the worst season we ever had. Okay, we got a top draft pick. It's a decent quarterback draft. Let's see who we get. We're sitting there. Josh Allen, the defensive end. Josh Hines Allen now. He dropped. He was supposed to be like, he's the best defensive end of the draft. We needed help on the defensive line at the time. And he dropped to 6. He was supposed to go top 3. So me and my dad, I tell my dad, I'm like, we're drafting him. Just start rebuilding the line. Make the smart draft choice. the Giants select Daniel Jones, quarterback, Duke. And you're just like, why are we drafting a player out of Duke? Duke at 6? And then everyone's like, yeah, this, they love this guy, but he's a second-round talent. They have an early second-round pick. They could have drafted Josh Allen and then Josh Hines Allen and then drafted him in the second round. Nobody was clamoring to get this guy.
He got him 6.
But we could have drafted Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace, which we didn't end up drafting.
So really wasn't much there offered.
Yeah, there really wasn't.
It's funny because I look back at like my most recent draft moments, like with us drafting, like reaching a little bit for people that we thought we were reaching. Jameer Gibbs, everybody said reach. J-Mo Williams, everybody said reach. Jack Campbell, reach. Laporta, reach. All these people are like claiming year after year, like the last 3-ish years. Yeah. Besides Hutchinson, he was like a guaranteed. Like he was supposed to go
Hutch
1.
Was a lock.
He was supposed to go 1.
Yeah. And then
so we were stoked to have that too.
Walker.
And Hutch is way better. So everybody else is saying that we're reaching for these guys, and then they just turn out phenomenal, and it's like screw you. So
yeah, and we reached for Daniel Jones 30 picks ahead of where he should have.
And they wasted 7 years as a franchise, 7 years on planet Earth to make sure that he wasn't good, just to
really be sure that he wasn't good.
When really it was just the team.
We'll see. He made some mistakes that I'm used to seeing Daniel Jones.
He made some mistakes. He also threw a dot, and his dumb receiver threw the ball out.
Yeah.
If you're a receiver out there and you listen
that's
to
another
this,
game. They should have won that game.
Yeah. If you're a receiver that listens to this, you don't. But like, just run the ball in the end zone. Just run it. So you
hold
do
it
that
with 2 hands.
Yep. You do that, and then I think there's another crucial mistake that happened.
It was a holding call on a 50-yard touchdown.
Right.
He lost
by
them
the same guy.
He lost them 2 Adonai Mitchells. Adonai Mitchell.
Yep.
Out of Texas. But he cost them 2 touchdowns.
Yep. And then Daniel Jones did have a bad pick at the end of the game, but Daniel Jones played a really good football game.
He's playing good. He's playing good.
Run the ball in the end zone.
He's fine.
Run in the end zone.
Hold it with 2 hands.
Hold it tight.
And
then let
get
it
in
go.
there. And then let it go.
Yeah. Yep. And if you're a receiver blocking, don't hold.
It was terrible.
If the running back is getting out to you, just let him go.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to handle a cornerback.
Yeah. And also, it didn't even need to pull him down. He was almost past him by the time.
I was very much rooting for the Colts that game too, because Daniel Jones is such a fun player to watch and a good team.
Yeah, I'm not rooting for the Colts.
You should.
I don't care if he does well.
You do.
He ruined my life.
You totally care. Louis loves to say he doesn't care. He totally cares.
Oh man, he's fine. All right. Well, thanks for watching. That was another great episode.
AK Derek, you got to do some editing.
Yeah,
we're gonna give Derek the responsibility for this.
I'm gonna send this over to Derek
and just see. Hey, if you want to do it, you can do it. If not, so be it.
Yeah, I liked it, and I can always have the. I can keep the if I don't like how he edits it, I can
keep the original, or give it to him, get it back, and be like, okay, let's see what he did and what you didn't like, what he did like.
Yep.
Anyways, thank you for watching. I really appreciate the support in the last one. It was awesome to see 140 views. It was super cool. We love your comments. Always leave something, We're always looking for some sort of feedback.
Definitely.
Because that's what's going to make us better.
Yeah, we've uploaded some shorts. We've got, I think we have a YouTube short. We have some shorts on Instagram, Reels, and TikTok now. So if you want to check those out, feel free. Give those a follow. Just trying to grow this thing a little bit. And yeah, we appreciate the support.
Wrap it up.
Like and subscribe.
Till next time.